Who the heck am I? And why am I on YouTube? I'll chat about that today while drawing a new cartoon of myself. So today I have a pretty simple video for you. I wanted to take a minute to talk about who I am and why I decided to come onto YouTube. While I chat today, I wanted to try my hand at drawing myself in a new style I've been playing around with, and it's also a good excuse to draw myself in a way that reflects my current look. Since the last few times I've doodled myself, I've lost some weight and I've decided to let my hair color grow out. So it's no longer a deep auburn color and slowly turning back to dark brown with salty gray highlights. You'll see me fuss around with those gray streaks a lot because I clearly had no idea how to portray them. I have a bit to learn. So, about me. First of all, hello. My name is Ali. I live in the lovely capital of Canada, and I make my living as a part-time graphic designer for a sports league company, and as a part-time self-employed illustrator and cartoonist. I've been a professional illustrator and cartoonist in various capacities for almost 11 years now, and went from part-time to full-time for 4 years, and then back to part-time again in that time span. Most of my illustration income comes from commission work that I do for various awesome clients. But if I'm honest, my one true love is being able to work on the hundreds of projects in my head for the many hobbies I have, illustration and cartooning included. See, here's the thing. I have a lot of hobbies. Like, a lot. Here's an incomplete list of hobbies I'm currently partaking in on a regular basis. Art, obviously, knitting and crochet, miniature painting, sewing, embroidery, camping, hiking, cycling, gardening, cooking and baking, brewing beer, and paleontology. Yes, that last one is a hobby. This doesn't count the bunch of hobbies that I dropped entirely in my past years of my life, and if that isn't enough, I'm starting to learn about distilling spirits, basic video game development, and getting back into product design. So, yeah, I have a lot of hobbies. For my entire life, I've never been able to stick to just one hobby. I don't know why I'm like this. My mom was the same way, as anyone who received her hundreds of handmade gifts during the holidays can attest. So maybe it's genetic? I also have an anxiety disorder, and I find that my hobbies help keep my mind focused on productive and enjoyable tasks, as opposed to allowing itself to worry needlessly over all sorts of ridiculous things, as an anxiety disorder tends to make you do. No matter what the reason, though, I've just never been able to stick to just 1, 2, or even 3 hobbies. The only 2 constant hobbies in my life, for most of my life anyway, have been art and knitting. Art makes me income and is a skill I've developed for most of my life. I've loved to draw since I was a very young child, so I guess that one's not too surprising. And knitting is my hobby that I do to combat my fidgety, multitasking personality, and as such, I do it a lot while watching TV, movies, YouTube, that kind of thing. Otherwise, the rest of my hobbies come and go a little bit, but the ones that I just mentioned have remained pretty steady as I've gotten older. So, that's me. Jill of all trades, master of none. The sheer amount of hobbies I've accumulated has often made me a subject of teasing. There's a lot of gentle teasing that I get, and then there's some critical voices who seem to feel like I'm a show-off or that I'm trying to upstage others. I never want to come off that way. I love learning new things and new skills, and I love learning about other people's hobbies and their own hobby experiences, especially regarding hobbies that I don't personally pursue. I used to be embarrassed to talk about my many hobbies because of the teasing I'd get, but I've come to embrace it. My hobbies make me who I am. I have a really wide skill set, I'm always keeping my mind busy, and I'm never bored. It's also amazing to me how many of my hobbies help each other. Thanks to knowing how to draw, I can design knitting charts and embroidery patterns, I can plan color schemes for painting miniatures, I can plan my garden landscape on notepaper, and so many more. I can use my sewing skills to repair my older knitting and crochet projects and to repair my hiking and camping gear. I even knit a cozy for my mash tun that I use for beer brewing, and I've drawn my own beer labels. The list goes on. My hobbies interchange all the time. In terms of my goal with YouTube, well, I'm still figuring that out. I know that my main goal is to have a place to talk about art and my many other hobbies, and hopefully interest others in some of my hobbies along the way. My videos will focus pretty heavily on art, especially because it's my primary hobby as well as what I do for a living. As such, I feel like I have a lot of experience and advice to share regarding art. Plus, there's a ton of great art challenges flowing around YouTube that I look forward to trying. That said, as I improve my filming and editing prowess, is that another hobby? Film editing? Anyway, I plan to set up a space where I can show and tell my other hobbies as well, and in doing so, I hope to show my love for all these hobbies that I have and encourage others to try something new as I love doing. I know it can be bad form to not cater your YouTube channel to a specific topic, but at this stage, I just have no idea how this will go. I'm in this for the long haul, and I imagine this channel will grow and evolve as I do, and of course my viewers will also help dictate what lies ahead. For now, I'm just kind of excited to see where this goes. And that's all for today's video. It's a short one today, like I said. I'm kind of liking this new illustration style. It needs a bit of work, but I had fun drawing this little cartoon version of myself with a few of my many hobbies in tow. Thanks so much for coming on this journey with me. I'm pretty excited to see where it takes us, and as always, I welcome your comments and suggestions for future videos, and I invite you to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz, so you can see my future content. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.